What up brothers, it's Clipper King returning. Welcome back to my channel for another new review. The figure that I'll be reviewing today is the Damn Toys Gangsters Kingdom Ace of Hearts, otherwise known as Billy. And I'd like to start off this review by saying a massive thank you to Dale Inns, a friend of mine in the Facebook community. He'd done the pre-order, took a pre-order slot for this and then decided he didn't want the figure, so he said if I wanted it I could pick it up, pay the outstanding amount. He didn't expect the money reimbursed, so massive thank you to him. So I got this figure at a discount price, and I am grateful for that because this figure is a lot more expensive than I expected or wanted it to be. But I'll talk about that more in the value section. But like I said, massive thank you to Dale. He didn't have to do that, but I really appreciate the fact that he did. Also, to those familiar with my channel who have seen a lot of my Damn Toys reviews before and they've become very predictable, I will say there's a lot of different things to mention on this one. I see it as the first part of sort of a new chapter with them, and by that I mean the kind of two-piece sets now, and I'll explain that more. The packaging's changed, I'll tell you my likes and dislikes about that. They're still the same quality figures, so I'm guessing it's going to score really high. Not everybody will love them, but please watch the review just so you can simply find out more. The reason I say that is because when I post pictures like this on Instagram and I link them to various sites, a lot of people will comment and say they either don't know this line or where's this figure from or who makes it and how much are they and so on and so forth. I do get messages and comments about that still, so not everybody's familiar with this line. Like I said, those that know it, some don't like it, but like I say, even if it's just a 20-minute review, I'd appreciate if you'd still check it out. But I'm going to crack on. So moving on to the box, and as you can see, and if you're familiar with these figures, you'll see it's a totally new design. It's a lot wider box, just about as deep as a standard one, same quality of card, and the new style of artwork. Now I like the uniform design of the old ones, minus the Marshall box, which were really cheap feeling, but all in all the Damn Toys figures always come in good quality card. The artwork, like I said, were uniform before, but now they've changed it. They've moved into a new chapter, and I foresee these sort of twin pack figures being like this. Now for me, it's an improvement. I did like the style before, but I also like the sort of the artwork on the front of the box now, which basically shows a scene that you can use this figure in. So as you see, he's got the hammer in his right hand. It's like a cartoon image of him coming down and tapping the nail into the hand on the wooden torture chair. So I really do like it. It still feels in theme. The artwork does represent the caricature of the head sculpt of the figure that you get. Other things to notice, they've now started calling these original stories, which I like also, because I thought at the moment with the Gangsters Kingdom, I've got everyone, even the variants, and I've even got the DevGru figure, the DevGru Red Team exclusive from a few years ago, so I've been pretty lucky to be able to get them all. Times I'll see one and I think, I'm not really feeling that one, but I need it for the line. But now they've started putting the original stories in. We also have the Memories versions, which are like a backdated figure. We also get the exclusives, which are normally Toy Fair exclusives, and like it's a sort of a variant of a figure that's been released before. And I thought to myself, should I just collect the original sort of ranked cards? Sometimes I feel like it when I feel like passing on a figure like Saxon, which is not really interesting, but then a figure like Marshall comes out or Reyes, and then I like them, and they are sort of side story or Memories version. So I do like that. But like I said, on this one, it is from the original story range. Moving to the side of the box, it does look familiar from the side, so I would think if you display them all in a line, you've got the similar width box with the Gangsters Kingdom, the slogan underneath, it's number GK012, and it's the A of Hearts or Ace of Hearts in this country. You see the head sculpts in profile, in theme, the letter A inside the ear, so anybody who recognises the line will see that they've carried that over. Again, I do like it. Another improvement to the packaging from the old style boxes, on the back now it shows you 4 shots of the figure in various poses and with his outfit in different styles, just to give you some pose ideas. So with the coat on and the gun, the coat over the shoulders with the hammer, the coat off and the hat off, and then holding the hat with just sort of the waistcoat on. the bold lettering above, and sort of the subheading, and then at the bottom the choke hazards and some of the contact details. On this spine of the box is the same as the other side, but this is the side that it now opens. A magnet wrap round, got a feel of a Hot Toys DX box. So that opens like so. It still has the playing card that everyone brings, apart from the side stories and the memories versions. And then you have the write-up. Now we'll go down this slowly, because anybody planning on getting this figure but doesn't know the backstory or like the backstory, have a read of that, and it will link to the other stories or introduce this family. I hope you can pick that up. So you do still get that, which I like. Now, the artwork is amazing, the quality is amazing, like I've said. Inside, you pull down the first layer of sponge and you find your comic book. Now, I'm not going to share this for the simple reason is it's always hard to film, and I feel like if you are interested in the line, this is one of the things that is going to draw you to collecting them, because you want to know what it says inside that booklet. So I'm not going to kill it for others and show you the comic, but you do get the comic in that. And then another thing I like, you have the sort of, now we have sort of 3 sponge layers. So you've got the housing on the left hand side, which holds the torture chair. You have a sponge housing which holds the figure and the art, and then underneath that, if I just pull that down, you will see that at the back of that some more sponge housing which holds all the accessories. Now I do prefer the sponge housing simply because the clams, I don't ever really like them. The figures rock, the stuff rocks about inside them, and then sometimes inside the clam tray you have that plastic layer. It's all just a bit too much fucking around for me. Also, I hate twisty ties, so any figure that has them is shit. These are pretty much just, if I were making figures myself, this is how I would do it. So I've showed you all the box. Is it an improvement on the old style? I would say yes, slightly, because I prefer the artwork. I was giving it a 5 before, so now again, it gets a very easy 5 out of 5. Moving on to the likeness, and this is a category that always scores well with me. I always like the caricature theme of them, the sort of cartoon reimagining of actors that we would know. Now I've got to say, and I'll start off by saying, although I do believe this one is based on Robert Nepper, who is Teabag from Prison Break. I think he was also in the Hunger Games. It's not one that sort of jumps out and smacks you in the face and says, oh yeah, it definitely is. It does have a look of it, and I think the character's backstory has that sort of that slimy schemer, which does fit to the actor or the roles that actor takes. So I do agree that that is what it's based on, but like I say, it's not one that's a definite there. The one that were based on John Goodman a while back, the Marshall figure, that were instantly recognisable. The one that's coming from Wolverine, although it's not a great Hugh Jackman, you can definitely tell that it is based on Wolverine just with the accessories it brings. So, of the likenesses, the way I score it is it instantly recognisable? Is it in theme with the character? It's definitely in theme with the character, although I would have said, you can see with the clothing, it's sort of got a Al Capone feel about it. So I'm talking about a Chicago-style gangster with the makeup of the outfit, but then the white overcoat and then the light grey hat. It does have that feel. The rank he gets, the Ace of Hearts, I think the Arts family are more American, so I'm led to believe. So I would have thought, why not go for a Robert De Niro playing Al Capone from The Untouchables? That would have been a better fit for me, although they might do that because the way I understand it is, I think Billy is one of 3 brothers, although if I've read it correctly, I think one of the brothers is already dead, so that's just a bit of a sort of interlude. But on the likeness, as regards to, is it sculpted well? Yep, they always are. Is it painted well? Yep, very subtle, very nice. I always say the sculpt is quite crude, but the paint is really clean and excellent. I will say, I'll take the hat off for you. Sorry. Got sort of the cartoon style hair, very blocky in a side parting. And you see the toothpick, which I will remove You see, you get sort of the slanted side to his mouth, so without the toothpick it kind of looks like he's had some kind of stroke, but yeah, does look in theme. And when you work out he's basically a torturer or a gang leader that don't mind torturing folk, then I think the face sculpt, the expression all fits in. I will say as well, and I think from certain angles, he has a little bit of a look of a Christian Bale to me. When I first saw the pre-order for this, I was thinking, is it Christian Bale from The Machinist, the one where he lost all that weight? Because he does have a look of that to me, although I would concede and say I think it is definitely Robert Nepper who they are basing it on. So to give it a score, I will say I do like it. I like it a lot. The theme of the figure is awesome. It is very standout, mainly down to the white coat and the light coloured art. I do like the Chicago gangster styling, but like I said, because it's not instantly recognisable or unquestionable, then I'm going to, on this one, give the likeness a 4 out of 5. But I'm still going to say the sculpt and the paint is again awesome work by Damn Toys, so respect to them. Moving on to outfit, and I'm going to do this section in 2 parts, simply because I'm going to show him with the art and coat on, and then I'm going to show him with the art and coat off, because it is a strong category and I want to try and show why it is. So, as you see, he's just sort of pulling the hood back with his fingers if he's about to talk to him. What the guy under the mask doesn't know is that hammer's just about to come down and twat him straight in foss. So, you see as well, I'll move up, look at the hammer. Nice and blood stained, bit of spatter on it. So he's had a good twatting. He's had his hands twatted, look. He's had them nailed in. Beautiful. So let's talk outfit. First things first, pop the hat off, and I'll say it is a sculpted hat, as you can see, with the plastic. Although on the outside it is sort of a felt feel. Then with the ribbon around it with a bow. The ribbon is attached, so it's not moving around. Really nicely done. I do like the art on at a nice jaunty angle, just to sort of pick up on the really gangster feel about it. So that is a top touch. Next I want to talk about the coat. As you see, I've stood the collar up. When it came out of the box it was a little bit creased, although I blasted it with a steam, and it did get the creases down the lapels really nicely. Talking about the lapels, you see it does have the satin highlights down the side, which are really, it's kind of an off-white coat. When I saw the pictures I thought it was some kind of doctor's coat, but in hand it's not. It feels like, it's kind of like rain mac material. It's very accurate feeling. The tiny button work is amazing, as you can see. Moving up it, the scale of it again is awesome. How it hangs and folds is top work. Moving down, the embroidered pockets, the press studs, and then another touch I like, the wired bottom. And I will say, even on the inside of that, it is satin lined. You can have it so his coat is swaying as he's swinging with the hammer. So that is a really nice touch. Even on the inside of the coat, it is lined, and it does even have his rank on the patchwork at the back, and I will show you that. You see, with the coat removed, it does have the Damn Toys Ace of Hearts XL size. You see it's satin lined but not down the sleeve, so it stays in scale even when the shirt's underneath. Really nicely done coat, just feels top quality, and is top quality, so I do like that. And now the coat's removed, you get a look of the outfit underneath. So on the top, it's got a nice crisp white shirt. Again, I did steam around the collar because it was laid awkwardly out the box. Although once it is steamed and you position the tie correctly, which is a real tie and really nicely patterned, top quality feeling again. The shirt does lay really nice around the neck. Moving down, keeping on with the theme of the shirt, is really nicely fitted, and also you will see the cufflinks, which, if I can show you this one, bear with me. If you look at the detail on it, I don't know if I'm getting much light on that, but you will see it even has the art symbol on his cufflinks, so that's a nice touch. Said the shirt is tailored to this body. They always are. The outfits are stunning. If these were on a £2,000 Rayman figure, the custom collectors would be going fucking mental about them, but they're not. They're on figures that range from 150 down to £100, and you can never fault the tailoring. However they do it for that price, I will never know, but nearly every item I've got in this line is just off the chain. It has the pinstriped waistcoat with the red handkerchief. I'll show you the back in a minute. Moving down, you see the black trousers, again awesomely tailored, beautiful fit on the body. And moving down to the lizard or crocodile skin shoe, I'm not exactly sure. This time he is wearing a sock, nice black sock underneath, and the trouser lays really nicely onto the shoe. I will say as well, the articulation through the shoe is really good, but because it's stiff, it will hold the pose without a stand, so bear that in mind when I get onto the articulation section. Moving back up the trouser, you also see the black leather belt with the H belt buckle. Now that is either the clothing brand Hermes or it is the H for the art family. I don't know exactly, but that's what look it has to me. He does have a set of hands that are wearing the brown leather glove. You can see with the white embroidery on them. See, like a driving style glove. Really nicely done. And even on the inside, you see the press stud that keeps them closed. So that is nice also. Just turning around for you so you can see. Back of the waistcoat. The pinstripe continues, and he even has the buckle at the back so he can adjust it, take it in, so it fits him nice and crisp. Just to talk about the pose, I pretty much moved him on from the last pose when he got the hammer sort of at the back of the head. So he's coming round, he's hit him, and as you can see, the guy in the mask has been hit, so his head is rotated. So that is what I've gone for. Yeah, just a nice touch, show you what's happening, just to show you what's happening. I will also mention that the trousers and the shirt and the hood did come with this set, but I'm going to include them as extras. But just to give you a rough look and tell you, the fabric, the hood is like a kind of a to scale Hessian sack kind of thing. The shirt does have the blood spatter. The blood could be a little bit redder, if I'm being honest, a bit close to the colour of his hands, but it does look nice, and it fits the damn toy's body really nicely. The trousers are pretty much weathered to fuck and look like he's either pissed his sen or shat his sen, so that does look good. The boots are from a 3A figure because I don't like the feet that they gave you with the set, so I thought I'd put him some boots on, just make him look that a little bit better. But like I say, I'm not talking about the outfit, this outfit, I'm talking about the figure's outfit. Either way, it's outstanding. Choice of materials is bang on like it always is. The fit, the cut, the stitch is amazing. The theme is awesome to me. So for that reason, I'm going to give the outfit a very easy 5 out of a possible 5. Moving on to articulation. I'll show you the pose. Pretty much got him stroking back of his head. Just took the hood off him. He's got the gun where his cock would be. He's basically saying, suck on this, you bitch. See, he's stroking back of his head. Nice caress. He's just about to blow his fucking brains out. Took the hood off and that's there. So, very in theme to what's going on here, I do think. A little bit grim, but we know what's coming, don't we? So, articulation. I could have gone mental with this figure because the articulation points are all there. So I'm talking lower neck articulation, which is pretty limitless. The shoulders will move backwards, forwards, up and down, rotate really easily. I will say the outfit doesn't restrict the articulation anywhere. There's a double bend elbow. Wrists all have their own pegs and do fit in really nicely. I'll just show you the watch because I didn't show it on the outfit. Oh, and the bare hands all have rings on also, so I'll mention that. So yeah, ab crunch at the upper ab section, rotation at the waist, full range of motion through the hips, down to a double bend knee, and then ankles on a ball joint. So it will move freely, although it feels nice and tight, like it's not going to just flop around. It will hold its own pose, it will stand without a stand, So everything you would want in a body is really good. Another thing I will mention, these, you can pick up these Damn Toys bodies from between a tenner to 20 quid. So if you do need spare bodies, they're not hard to get. Although if you want to use them as replacement Hot Toys, probably not a good idea, because the scale of the body is very cartoony. So by that I mean the very extended arms, just got that sort of the oversized head and the oversized feet and everything that you would see, the sort of cartoony block hands. That is the style body. Although I do believe that Damn Toys' more accurate figures are on a body very similar, but like I said, they might not work for certain figures. I only say that because somebody asked me about the bodies and why it wouldn't fit another figure. I can't remember what it were. But yeah, it is an awesome body. I've never had one break on me. So I put that body in myself. You don't get the second body, but you do get the second outfit, so bear that in mind. But the body itself, the articulation is as good as you could want it to be. The only place it doesn't articulate is the upper neck, and like I say in every review, I'm glad it doesn't, because I don't want the seam between the upper neck and the head sculpt. I like it as is. So for me, the articulation on this figure is again another very easy 5 out of 5. See if you can guess what happened next. Boom, that's what's happened. He's only gone and blown my man's head clean off. That's it, he's fucking opened him. He's blown his head. Look at his shells all over. Bushk. That's it. End of his foss. His face is long gone. He's just dangling. His body's in there. His feet have gone all limp. He ain't going nowhere, that lad. He's dead as fucking dead can be. So, I'll show you the gun first, because as you can see, the barrel comes out. It does rotate, and that does also come off. I can't do it left-handed, but you can see there's still a bullet inside there. So the gun is like an oversized sort of Magnum, or modern take on a Magnum. Really nicely done. You see the lettering along there. Try and keep my fucking hand still for you. Really nice touch. The hands, he does have a trigger right hand, the flat slapping left hand, the hammer holding right hand, and then a gloved hammer holding left and a gloved pistol holding right. He does have the shells. He also has the speed loader, and that will sort of, you can hold that and shove it in as if he's loading the pistol. It will fit, although the pistol won't close while that's in. So that's a nice touch as well. Like I said before, you do get the trousers and the shirt, but not the body. The hands with the nail in. I mentioned on my unboxing that I thought I'd got a nail missing. I was actually wrong. You get 4 nails in the left hand, but only 2 in the right, so there is an hole there. So that is a nice touch. The main extra you get is the wooden chair. It has like the bolt effect bottom. It is nice and flush so it don't rock about. It's real wood that's been varnished and stained. Does look really good. Then the faux leather straps, which hold each hand on. Again, blood spatter on it. Same on the other side. The belt that goes from either side of the chair there, round to hold his chest in place. Like I said, top quality. It's pretty heavy for what it is. Really nice touch, really nice inclusion. Then it has a set of these metal cuffs which go through there. Now I thought you actually fed that through. You don't. That handle just pulls out so that you can get the chain between the handle and the chair. So it goes in there. So again, well thought out on that. I mentioned the coat, which is stunning. The art, which is awesome. The toothpick, which is just a really nice touch. So the watch, which I've showed you. Just a really nice set altogether. The way I've scored it is I've given it a 1 for the spare outfit, including the hood, a 1 for the hands, a 1 for the weapons, and a 1 for the chair. Now the only thing it's missing is a second portrait or a stand. I've said before they never come with a stand, but I can accept that if they will stand on their own. This one has stood on its own all the way through the review and even looked like falling over, so it's not too bad, although I would just like a plain stand like that, so I can put my own decals if I choose to, or whatever. So yeah, that's the only thing missing. For that reason, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. And then I'm going to pick up on this again when I repose it, and I'll talk about the value. Right, rolling on to value. And I will start off by saying this is the category on this figure I've done most deliberating over. A lot of the other categories are very, very simple to me. I'm a massive fan of this line, as you know. Like I said, I have got every figure released so far. Most of you guys have seen them. So I'm talking, they're my variants up there, sorry. They're the predominantly the Spade gang, and then down there I've got some diamonds at the back, some side stories, some memories versions. That's the Dev Grill Red Team in my own custom clothing. So I have got every figure released, and I buzzed to get them, to be honest. Now, do I like this direction they're going in? Basically, this figure, because it came with a chair, has gone to what I would class as a double set. So you're getting a figure and a large accessory. The next one that's coming out is the Wolverine style one. So that's the Diamond 5, if I'm right, which comes with a sculpted wolf with an interchangeable mouthpiece. Then the one after that, I think, is Benson, which is the 2 of Arts, which is kind of the Tyson one, which comes with the sort of the couch with a leopard skin throw that goes over it. And then it goes back to the woman police officer, which is a side story, I think. So she might not be what I would class as a twin pack. Now, I picked up the pre-order. Somebody had already paid the pre-order on this. I still had £145 to pay. Now, I don't know what the pre-order price were, but even if it were 20 quid, which it normally is, it's normally about 10%, 5 to 10%, I would think, 20%. So I'm guessing around 20 quid. So call it 165. Now, I normally pay £100 for my damn toys shipped. I've had some from Hong Kong, I've had some from sellers in England, and normally pay 110, give or take a £5 or a £10. And at that, they're amazing value. You're getting always a good set. You normally get a bag, plenty of weapons, plenty of hands, nice quality outfit, good quality sculpt. And like I said, because I'm sort of sold on the line, I do collect them, because these are the only line that I do try to complete. Now on this one, I will say, because of the price, this is the first time I looked at it and I thought, I'm not fucking paying that. And then I fought it on the pre-order price on the Wolverine one and the Benson one. I look at them, they look fucking amazing, but the price is getting up towards Hot Toys. Now I said towards, and this is where my fucking decision came from. If I'm only taking into account damn toy figures, this line, these are now getting more expensive than the sort of hard to find exclusive ones, which pisses me off a little bit, because in all honesty, would I have wanted to pay £65 for the chair? The honest answer is no. I could have gone without it and I only had the figure. But there were no choice. You had to have it. Do I want the wolf with the Wolverine one? Not really. What am I going to do? Stand at the side of it? Never fucking use it. Do I want the couch with the Tyson one that's coming? Not really. But am I going to get it? Yeah, I'm going to get it. So I was thinking, right, for damn toys, this fucking value is terrible. It's like sort of half again. You know what I mean? It's had a fucking 50% price increase. And I think, I don't like that. And if they're going to keep selling, and the price keeps creeping up, then I'm going to be the one to turn around and say, no, fuck them. I liked them because they were a certain price. I don't like them now. They're getting up to fucking Hot Toys prices, which are also fucking massive rip-offs. You try and pick a brand new release Hot Toy figure up now for less than 200 quid, and you're fucking not going to have no luck. Basically, the pound's fucked, so that doesn't help, but also the opportunist sellers in Hong Kong are creeping the prices up. That's how it is. So, do I like the value? Not really. Now, coming back to what I was saying about the Hot Toys, if I compare this to something like the Finn, which I recently had and lost money on it, I paid over £200 for that. I've just sold my Mark 42 diecast, I lost money on that. I can't remember the last Hot Toy figure that I sold and actually made a penny on it. So, is it better value than Hot Toys? Definitely, because I would take one of these over an Hot Toys figure any day of the week, and they're still like £50 less, give or take, you know what I mean? So for that reason, like I said, we're going to bring the value right down, but they are still better value than Hot Toys. So for that reason, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. And I'm also going to pick up on this and say, I've been fucking drumming this line more so than most people. I know probably, we'll put it this way, there's a Facebook group for the Gangsters Kingdom line, and I think there's about 160 people in that group, which is fucking nothing comparatively speaking, bearing in mind my own group, which is predominantly Hot Toys, has got about 5,000 followers. So in all honesty, nobody cares about this line. So for my own selfish reasons, where I've been basically buying my own figures, selling them for damn toys, and telling people, oh, check this line out, they're pretty good, doing free advertising for them, I'm starting looking at it and thinking to myself, fuck them, don't buy them. As long as I can get one, I don't give a fuck who else buys them. Because what am I making from damn toys? A lot of time it's hard to get a fucking response from them. So I would say, don't buy them. Until price comes down, fuck them off. I'll keep collecting them, but I'm not going to recommend it to nobody else because damn toys aren't asking me to do that. So like I said, buy them if you want, don't if you fucking don't, basically. But I will say again, this figure scored really highly. I know I'm biased towards them. It's got a 27 out of a possible 30, which is an awesome score any way you slice it. Not much more I can say. Massive thanks to you guys for keep watching. But for now, I'm out of here.